forward. And I was even boldly saying out there that, yes, I am starting to trust this process. We are, getting results. Things are clicking together. But coming up against this Everton side is just sort of changing my perspective. Bad week, but next week, 2 games isn't easy. I know we've got Southampton coming up. D-Man is not agreeing with Arteta's tactics. He's saying they are crap. Don't forget the 2 offside goals, 2 outplayed totally. I mean, that's what I mentioned in the beginning as well. I mean, they had 2 goals ruled offside and Richarlison still manages to score. Eddie has 0 confidence. I think he played with quite a bit of confidence today. This game and last feels like Baku. Idam01 is saying we ain't getting no world-class players who would play under Arteta and no European football #1. I mean, when you see performances like that, it does make you question, where are we going to finish this season? Because we can't compete with the big boys, really. We can't even compete with Everton right now. Wasting time, way too much we did as well. Poor game management, that's for sure. Ash is not seeing no process at all. Unbelief for Pepe's play-ins. 2 losses next week then, says Ben Bundle. Everyone just seems to be calling for some new signings coming in. But, I mean, we've been getting new signings. I mean, look at how much we spent in the transfer window. Is it the system that Arteta's playing? Arteta thinks we're City with these tactics. Oba is just finished. I've had enough with him. Same thing weekly, says Armand Amoshi. Quandaful says he wasn't feeling the squad that was picked. I mean, what did you guys make of the squad as well? When I saw Xhaka come back in, I thought, all right, bit of leadership there in the midfield. Midfield is where we were sort of struggling a bit. Tierney coming back in. I know there was that big debate going on whether it should be Tierney or Tavares that starts. Tierney's come back in, he gets subbed off. What did you guys make of that whole starting 11? Arteta isn't taking us in the right direction. We can't trust the process, says I am Sloozy. We'll be lucky to get to Europa. I mean, we are slowly slipping back down the table. Sitting back again, no clue going forward, says Capes. Alverdia reckons Emile Smith-Rowe is the best player. I mean, I do agree with that. Couple young talents that we have got. I am Kerry says we are not playing like a team that has spent £150 million in the last transfer window. Agreed. We need experience as a manager, end of. It's the manager, it's the tactics, it's the owners, says Mo. Not playing to the players' strengths. And that is my concern as well, that we ain't playing to the players' strengths. And they seem to be struggling a bit. I feel bad for Pepe, no Arsenal. I feel bad for Arsenal. What? I feel bad for Pepe, not Arsenal. Okay, repeated. Xhaka ain't the problem, it's Partey. He's shocking. But just looking at Partey, though, I mean, his passes were a bit sloppy today. When we first signed him, he was class, he was quality. What is it that's changed about Thomas Partey as to why it feels like we ain't really seeing the same Partey that we were seeing when he first joined? Arteta trying to please poor Nketiah. Where was Emile Smith-Rowe? I think Emile Smith-Rowe might have had a little knock or something, and why he wasn't amongst the team. This team feels so weak, says Tolsley. And I mean, we are starting to see a lot of weaknesses in the team as well. Marinovic is saying, we need a striker that can deliver 20 to 30 goals per season. The question is, that kind of player be interested in joining us? That is true. What have we got to sort of attract a player that can really come into the squad and have a massive impact? Christian is saying Lokonga is who we thought Partey was. Martinelli should be given more time. I mean, he is starting to get the minutes now. Are we signing Alexander Isak? Ebenezer is saying we need another manager. The midfield is the problem. Thomas Partey was appalling. Partey's looking below average. Perel is saying the system, the process, it's all rubbish. Partey doesn't have the spatial awareness. All right, so you guys are obviously not feeling Thomas Partey. Who do we sign in January to fix this? Is the question about who do we sign, or is it about the way that we're playing? Nick is saying trust Arteta. Laka had like 5 touches all game. I mean, he was dropping back quite deep as well. How many games until... I mean, AFTV, Arteta out. Everyone at AFTV obviously has different perspectives. So that's a bit of a broad question. Official use is saying Arteta is killing the team with his poor and bias against Pepe. We need to see a good manager. Pereira feels it's the way that we're playing that is obviously having an impact. Haman Pepe saying, I love you. We love you back, Haman. So Maisie is saying, Laka don't play as a lone striker. Poor management. Would you guys have liked to seen Aubameyang play with Lacazette? All right, Thug feels like we should stop blaming the manager. Luke Mass is saying, get behind the team, support them. That is what they need now. Ebenezer is saying, all the players were poor, no need to cover anybody. Martin Davis saying, Nuno Tavares is too wild, 3 away games and he scores like 4 goals. Big Raj feels like it's the player and not the coach. Olufemi saying, I'm angry, appoint me as the manager now. I mean, what's your CV saying? What's your resume saying? All right, Hussein is saying, poor substitutions, constant negative play, always looking to pass back before looking forward. Meg says, Arteta can't be the problem. Nketiah got a sitter and so did Aubameyang. That is true. They both should have finished that off. All right, Wesley, what are you saying? Oba and Laka, when they were first signed, then were a deadly duo. Why are we playing a lone striker these days? That is so true. I mean, they do pair up really well. Make Robbie the manager next season. Make Ty the sporting director. Can you imagine? All right. The comments are moving quite quickly. Tierney needs to play all the time. So what are you saying? You're not feeling Tavares? Next week, we need 5 goals minimum. I mean, this has been our problem. Last season, this season, we're just struggling to score. We need quality right winger, missing Alexis Sanchez. Nuno isn't experienced enough. Kieran Tierney should have stayed on. Arteta, what was he thinking? I mean, yeah, he was. Do you think that's because Tierney's just coming back from an injury? Why he may have taken Tavares off? We do not need Tavares at all. I mean, he has been turning up. I think Tavares is a quality player. Tavares plays with inexperience. I mean, I think he's good. Shafi saying Arteta is clueless. All right, fans Hassan is saying we should try a 4-1-3-2 formation. I'm presuming that's having Aubameyang and Lacazette up top. All right, Jackson is saying, I think we were not mentally switched on, should have played with more confidence. We saw from the get-go as well that Everton were just going to come at us. I saw straight away that this was not going to be an easy game. However, I do really feel like we should have taken something away from it, a point at least. Rory Fisher's saying, us fans need to stop being flip-flops. 1 minute we're praising Tavares and the next minute we call him dead. Young K saying, for me, yeah, if we finish below 6th, it's a sack for me. But for now, yeah, it would be the wrong move to sack the manager for now. We need, all right, everyone's just sort of calling for